Well, good morning, everybody. It's still morning, right? Yes, it's 11:36. Happy. I am using this live. Okay, I'm seeing a little glitch right here. This is what happened when it's live. I used to use Zoom and broadcast it live here, but now I'm going live directly on Facebook. So let's see how this turned out. It's my first time back in many months. My name is Jane Schaefer, if you don't know me already. And I used to come on live here every Friday, sharing about the product, the wellness, and things that I learned along the way. And I love coming in here because every time I come in here, I have to educate myself and um, learn about a topic that I'll be talking about. So it is glad, last year I had to put a hold on this Friday because I couldn't get my schedule to work out. Um, but I decided I need to come back and I rearranged my Friday. So instead of 9 a.m. in the morning, now I'm gonna come on about 11:30. So hopefully, if you're not on here live with me right now, you will be watching it replay and it stay here. Now Facebook keep the live or the video content for about 30 days. Today I'm not gonna go over much because I used to do this live in my group and then also on my personal profile. Now I am here migrating all my knowledge and to share with you guys in this Living Young with Jane page and the community as well. So, just briefly, again, my name is Jane Schaefer, and I have been doing this in a wellness space now since probably I would say seriously about in when the pandemic hit. That's when everything stopped. If you know me, you know that I have embroidery business, and we used to do training and demonstration and presentation. My side business, my second lane business in person, and then when that happened, we couldn't do it, right? And we found a way. So my partner and I decided to come on here live so we can still keep the information flowing about the products, about the wellness, about things that we learn and we can share with the world and our community. So we started the Friday Live back then in 2000, and we kept it going. I mean, she had to take an absence, and I miss her. And then I kept it going for a couple of years on my own. I have guest speakers, I have doctors that come on here and talk to me, and things like that. And so we basically talk about wellness. And again, this is for information, education purpose only. If you have any questions or anything, I please drop it off in the comment. If I can find an answer or know the answer, I will answer you. But a lot of things that if you're gonna change or do anything that I share with you here, if you have a medical condition or anything at all, make sure you talk to your physician before you do anything at all. So don't do any if you're on anything, talk to your doctor about it, okay, before you do anything. So be responsible. And I think that's one thing about in the wellness space. I know there's a lot of us that are trying to live healthy and do things in the right way. And sometimes that's we learn about side effect of taking medication. We try to get off it. So, but if you're gonna do that, make sure you talk to your doctor before you do anything. So there's a lot of information that I would love to share in the future. So hopefully that will help you and as well. How did I get started? Years back. It's gonna be 13 years now that when I lost my husband to liver disease. And back then I put all my trust, and I still do. Don't get me wrong. I still put all my trust, not all, my trust into the medical world. And when he got sick, we put all hope in him to get all the medication to help him function. But knowing what I know now, I think there was a lot of ways that if I would know the information I know now, the product that I'm using now, I believe that we could have given him a better quality of life. Granted, not a new liver. I mean, that's medical. That's something that I don't think we can do or help. I know the liver is one the organ that we can rejuvenate itself, but his is way past that, so he needed a new liver. But in the meantime, while waiting for that, we went through a lot, or he went through a lot of down more than up. And I do know that what I know now, that some of these product or some of the holistic way could have helped him have a quality of life where he could have spent it with our young kids. Then they were small, they were 5 and 3. And so when I was introduced to this years after, and not for him, for my son, who were, let's see, 14 when he was golfing and he's starting to have back pain, I was afraid to start giving him pain meds where he was only 14. Golf was going to be his life throughout his college career, both of them. And when somebody introduced me to this particular product, I grabbed and I tried, because I know there's no drugs, no chemical or anything like that. And especially when I had an opportunity to meet inventor and CEO and hear from him directly in the room. I mean, he was this close, and he told me and then showed me the some of the paper that we were certified through USADA and stuff. So I'm not going to talk about a product as much, but I wanted to give you a little story how I jumped into this wellness space. So that's when I jumped in with the product, trying to help him maintain, to make sure that his back doesn't bother him, and continue to play golf at the level that he can or he could, because knowing what my husband went through with all the drugs and the pain meds and stuff like that was scary. It was pretty scary. And plus, I used to work for orthopedic surgeon, so I seen a lot. I seen a lot of side effects and stuff. But back then, you don't know what you don't know, right? And when I started this journey, I started to, and especially when I start coming on here and sharing information, I start to do more research. And when you start to read, you start to hear other people's story, you start to be in this wellness space with everybody. And I love learning and hearing from everybody here in this community as well. You start to understand more of what your body can do. And that's the beautiful part of it. So that's how I got started, and it wasn't so much of coming in here, but it was more of protecting my family, and protecting my family and doing the right thing for their body and their futures. And then I started to enjoy it so much, and I couldn't stop talking about it, sharing the information, and then this is where I am now. Um, so that's who I am. I'm, again, just a mom looking out for my two wonderful sons, and then a daughter that looking out for my parents as well, because they start to have some other issue that came up, that I also utilize the knowledge that I learned along the way to help improve their health. Yes, they still see doctor, and the doctor is, well, actually, my dad. My mom passed away. Will be 3 years in just a couple of days. But she has the best quality of life. She passed away in her sleep, and so that is something that I hope for. Not so much suffering. When it's time to go, you go. Right, when God call you, you go. So anyway, again, I just want to come on here just briefly today, and I know it's Good Friday, so I'm not going to take much time of your time at all. I hope you drop by sometime and just come on in and say hi. And I look forward to sharing the information I learned, sharing about the product I use, or whatever it is about healthy lifestyle that I'll be talking about. because at the end of the day, um, you if you're watching this as a mom, I encourage you to take good care of yourself first. And I say that really seriously, because when you're sick, everything stops. And if you follow my story a little bit last week, you're gonna see that I got a little scared about my risk, and that's even kind of validate what I said. When you injure, you get sick, everything stops. And as a mom, you go 100 miles per hour. You cannot. We don't have time to stop. That's not in our makeup. We go, 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 go. So when that happened to me last week, I was like, oh goodness, this is. I need to talk about self care to mom even more, or wife or whoever, because you are here, um, female, we women, we are caretaker, most of the time. And just like if you hear when you travel on the airplane, what did they say that when they give the instruction? Should anything happen on the airplane, put the mask, oxygen mask on yourself first, then help the person next to you, your children or whoever it is. Because if you faint, you cannot help that person, and you will take that person down with you. So you have to be clear minded, you have to be healthy to be able to take care of your family or whoever that is. So, mom out there, women, or caretaker, please, please, please don't just go, go, go without a plan. Make sure that you everything that you need. Take an hour. I'm having a challenge started on Monday right now. First hour power that you need to control. You need to take that full control back, and this is day 4. So I hope you do that, and really pay attention, and then take that hours and self-care of yourself seriously. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you again so much for tuning in today. I am so happy to be back here with you guys today, and I will be talking a little bit more. I know that I come on here a lot, talk and dropping in reels here and there, and I will continue to do that. But on Friday, it will be a little bit longer session talking about different subject. And if I learn how to do live, if I have a guest speaker, I might have to use Zoom and broadcast it to live. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, I'm happy to be back here, and thank you for having me. And I can't wait to hear from you guys as to where you're listening from, and share with me, what will you do for yourself? What kind of self care that you are going to take control back. So have a wonderful weekend. Happy Easter, and I will see you next week. Bye now.